Previously on One Life to Live.
So you're not all worried about my mother's condition, but you're worried about something. What is it?
I want you to know that I'm gonna keep working to try to get you out of this. A couple of phone calls, presto, major felony.
Max, if he set Will up, he deserves what he gets.
You're here.
Yeah, I was at the jail. Dad.
Yeah, I know. That must have been hard.
It wasn't too bad. You know, I mean, considering. Played a few hands of poker and got a chance to talk. Got a feel for being behind the bars. I guess sort of a preview of coming attractions, huh? So I shouldn't joke about this. I'm sorry. Is this for me?
Yeah, just bought you a couple of new things, you know, to get you started.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Mom, but I'm not allowed to bring any personal belongings to Statesville. I'm supposed to come with the clothes I'm wearing, and they said they're going to take those when I get there. Mom, can you hear me? I can't bring a duffel bag to prison.
You're not going to prison. My son is not going to spend one night behind bars, not if I can help it.
You said you saw Lindsay. How's she holding up? She's shaky, scared, but she's coping.
Well, it just hasn't hit her yet. Wait till she watches Will get on that train. 7 years, Paul. 7 years.
I think that, I hope that she'll be all right.
You really care? Or you just feel guilty because of what your father did to her son?
Sam, look, I know this is tough on you, too.
Wait a minute, just spare me the sentiment, all right? I mean, you want to make yourself useful, why don't you get your father to tell the truth?
I talked to Judge Simmons about Will.
Ah, well, great. Let me guess what he said. He told his old buddy Asa Buchanan to take a flying leap and he's going to reinstate the plea bargain. Am I right, huh?
I couldn't get him to budge.
Are you surprised? I mean, come on. Asa Buchanan has the Honorable Judge Simmons in his back pocket. It's why I'm in this jail cell. It's why my son is getting on a train to prison.
Sam! I was on Will's side.
That's just terrific. And it's going to do Will a lot of good while he's rotting in a cell block for 7 years. 7 years stolen from him. If he makes it. You know, I got to tell you, Bo, I spent my entire adult life around the criminal justice system, and in all my time, I have never seen anyone as purely evil as Asa Buchanan. I don't know how you stand living knowing his blood is in your veins.
Say sayonara to your favorite son, Sammy boy. Nothing can save him now.
You did it, Jessica. And that is the important thing. I mean, you actually got your grandfather to admit that he set Will up.
Yep, I got it on tape.
I knew you'd do it. Come on, let's take the stairs.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. I mean, keeping up that phony act. I've never had to lie to my grandfather.
You did the right thing, Jessica, okay? He didn't give you any other choice.
I know.
Okay.
This is the right thing. This is what you have to do for Will. Do you think this is enough to get him off?
I sure.
Probably. Too bad no one's ever gonna hear it.
Possible side effects from chemotherapy. Hair loss, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, anemia, difficulty fighting infection, easy bruising, sores in mouth and throat. Jessica? Oh, hi. No, I'm sorry. I thought it was Jessie. You want to come here now? Well, that's fine. Actually, it would be wonderful. I really need to talk to you.
Max, give that back to me now. Kristen, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Seriously, what's wrong?
What in the hell's going on? Max, what are you doing here?
Well, shall I tell him, or would you like to do the honors?
She already told me. They want to get hitched. And you. Don't you count on it. Is that why you raised such a ruckus?
No, it's not.
Well, somebody say something.
Well, I'm sorry, Paul, but you've been betrayed by your granddaughter.
You're not making any sense. It was easy. He was just so stupid. A couple of phone calls. Presto. Major felony. You tape me?
Yes.
So all that sweet talk about being so grateful to me was nothing but a damn bold-faced lie.
You lied to me first, Grandpa. You swore to me that you would never lie to me, and you did.
Out of love, little girl. Out of love.
Love? Grandpa, what you did to Will is shameful and unforgivable.
I'm going to tell you what is shameful and unforgivable. Stabbing your grandfather right in his heart. How could you do that? How could you?
Christian!
I saw you try to walk away from Asa one time. Just one time, and you couldn't make it stick. And you know him. I mean, you know what a malicious, vicious human being he is. You know he just wants to control absolutely everyone and everything. And still, you love him. Why? I mean, did he just totally corrupt your soul a long time ago? I mean, you gotta know evil like his has gotta be in the genes, right?
Stop it, Sam. Stop it, all right? Look, I know what you're feeling, but going on Bo about Ace is not gonna help Will at all right now.
You're right. Boy, are you right. You're right. Right. You're right. You're right.
Let me in.
I can't do that. Let her in.
I failed my son. I failed my son.
You failed your son. You didn't fail him. You did more than any father could possibly do.
Mom, are you saying that you want me to run away?
Just until they prove that you're innocent. We're out of options here, Will.
We have been through this.
I know you want to do the right thing, but there is no right thing to this situation. Asa has manipulated the system, and you're paying for it.
Where do we go?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I just think we should get in the car and go. We'll figure out the details on the way.
No, Mom, I have an ankle monitor.
I don't care. We'll cut it off. This is it, Will. This is the only way. Do you hear me?
I can't. Mom, I can't.
Please.
No. No.
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to yourself? You think you know everything, but you don't. You walked right into that trap Asa set for you. You took that money and you handed him your life. How could you be so incredibly stupid? I'm sorry. Oh, Will, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're right. Mom, you're right. I should have listened to you and Dad, and I
Asa
didn't.
would have found another way to get to you. And I wouldn't have been able to protect you any more than I can now. I just feel really helpless. And I'm striking out at the one person that I love with my life.
It's okay, Mom.
No, it's not okay. It is not okay for me to talk to you like that. I didn't mean it. I swear to you, Will, I did not mean a word of it. Please forgive me. I love you. I love you. I have done things in my life that are far worse than you could ever think of, and you're the one being punished. I'm just scared. I'm so scared.
I am too, Mom.
Wow, making a house call. That's above and beyond the call of duty, but I am very, very grateful.
Well, I was already in Lambview. And it sounded like you could use a friendly shoulder.
Yeah, I sure could. Having kind of a bad night, I think. I was actually on my computer, and I'm starting to hate the internet.
Well, one of the worst side effects of chemo is reading up on it.
Yeah, that's what I discovered tonight. It's not just that. I mean, normally I can bear up as well as anybody, but tonight just seems, the world seems a very cruel place.
Has something else happened?
Yeah. A woman that I know, her son is about to go off to prison. And this young man is somebody that my daughter cares deeply for, and there was a big question about the justness of the sentencing. And Jessie's out there someplace trying to help him, and I just hope she's all right, you know.
I'm sure she is. But that's another thing that you have no control over, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what else?
What else? I have cancer. And I know that there's no guarantee of anything, despite the treatments and the side effects. I guess I thought after the initial shock I would just be a stoic, and I would be very brave, and I would deal with it. And I find the reality is that I'm not brave at all. I'm really scared to death.
It's a very human reaction, Vicky.
And at the risk of sounding something like a control freak, I have to have something, one thing in my life that I have some control over, you know?
And you should. Okay, what can I do? How can I help you with this?
I want to know what this looks like.
It might be difficult. Are you sure you're ready?
No, but I would like to try it anyway.
Okay, let's have a look.
Thank you. Thanks.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sorry.
No, Sam. Don't.
Will's train leaves in a little over an hour.
Yeah, Kevin and I are working on getting you out of here in time. We're gonna go see Judge Simmons.
Bo already beat you to it.
Tried to get him to change his mind about Will's sentence. No dice.
Well, maybe you soften him up. For the sake of my brother and my nephew, I gotta try.
You got a plan?
We're gonna make him an offer I hope he can't refuse.
Hey, don't you go doing anything that gets you put in here.
Sammy, I won't. Don't worry. Just hang in there, right? I'll be back no matter what.
You're lucky that you got a brother that'll go the distance for you. Clint and I have that. I miss it.
I'm sorry. I apologize for all the things I said about your family, and you don't deserve that.
I gotta get going. Sykes and I have to go over to Lindsay's and pick Will up.
I'm glad you're going to be there with him.
I'm gonna do everything I possibly can for Will.
See you at the train station.
Nora, I'm so glad you were here.
Don't give up hope, Sam. Please. I know it seems like the 11th hour, but you know, sometimes in that hour, miracles can happen.
Christian, what a... Grandpa, don't! If you love me, if you've ever loved me, you will not do that.
If I love you, you're the brightest light in my life.
Don't use me to hurt Will and his family.
Honey, you have it all backwards. Those people are using us. You and me.
Grandpa, prove to me you love me and give me that tape, please.
I do love you. You're more precious to me than you'll ever know. Someday, you'll realize exactly why I'm doing this.
Let's get out of here, Christian.
How do the new bandages feel?
Fine. Thanks.
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
It isn't me.
Not yet. But keep in mind, it's a work in progress. Of course, it's not going to be what God gave you, but it will look and feel more natural than it does now. And that's one thing I will go out on a limb and guarantee.
I'll tell you this much, despite everything, I'm glad I had the reconstruction. I guess that's my vanity, huh?
Vanity is a wonderful motivation. And it's also a sign that you intend to lead a rich and full life.
Oh, I do. Eventually, I do.
Mind if I give you some unsolicited advice?
Go ahead.
Forget about eventually. There's no time like the present.
Okay. You can say it. Go ahead. What?
There was a man that called you after your surgery. And by your reaction, it was someone that obviously meant a lot to you. But you didn't want to talk to him. Was it because of the cancer? Is that what's standing in your way?
You set aside a plea bargain put in place by the DA. Why is that, Judge Simmons?
I certainly don't have to answer to you, Mr. Davidson.
Yeah, well, we intend to appeal your bizarre decision.
Well, it'll be a waste of your time. Just like this visit, I've already explained to Bo Buchanan that there is nothing that I or anyone else can do for Will Rappaport.
Except ruin his life.
Your nephew has done that all on his own.
Well, nonetheless, we're pretty confident, to say the least, that we have some information might want to make you reconsider that harsh sentence.
Splendid. But this is not the time nor the proper venue to present them.
I disagree with you, considering the fact that the train to Statesville Penitentiary leaves with Will on it in 50 minutes.
Well, you better make sure he's on it.
His father should be permitted to be on that train with him.
Sam Rappaport is an arrogant hotshot. He's going to stay right where he is.
Hey, how about a little compassion? It's his son. You sent him away for 7 years.
I have no compassion for Mr. Rappaport. He doesn't deserve it. He deserves the same kind of contempt he showed the court. And he's going to sit in that cell until he learns some respect.
No, he's not.
I beg your pardon.
You heard what I said. I said, no, he's not. You're going to pick up that phone and you're going to order his release. And you're going to do it now.
I know miracles can happen, Nora. You came into my life after 20 years. Matthew was born. It's just that I told my son to have faith in me. I thought I could work a miracle for him. I thought I was smart enough and clever enough to be able to save my son. I was dead wrong. I keep learning the same lesson over and over and over again.
And what is that, Sam?
You can't always make what you want happen, no matter how much you might wish it.
Well, you'll get no argument from me there. I've watched my entire life come crumbling down around me, and there didn't seem to be a damn thing I could do about it. And you know what? It was a pretty darn good life.
It was. I don't know where God is tonight, Nora. I don't know what I can believe in.
You could believe in me.
The man who called me, his name is Ben. Is somebody that I love very, very much. But unfortunately, there's a great deal more standing in our way than the breast cancer, because I really think we could deal with that.
I guess it's like most things in life. More complicated than it looks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm being presumptuous.
No, you're not at all. No. It's very curious. I mean, we really don't know each other very well, but I kind of feel as if you've become a friend, and so that entitles you to stick your 2 cents in anytime you want.
Well, that's good. I'm flattered. And I feel the same about you.
Thank you. Yeah, my relationship with Ben, it just got totally derailed. We still love each other so much, but the problems are insurmountable, and I guess the worst part is that it all happened so abruptly and so unexpectedly.
Had you known each other long?
No. No, not really at all. No, the whole thing started, God, like a fantasy. I was very troubled and confused about something, and I had the chance meeting with a stranger who had his own troubles. We didn't even know each other's names at first. I don't know, we just connected somehow. If there was ever such a thing as perfect timing, boy, that was it. We just talked and we laughed and we...
And danced.
Yeah, we danced. Oh my, I struck a chord.
Well, something similar happened to me recently. I met this amazing man, purely by chance. Well, by accident, but anyway. We were both sunk in our personal problems, though we never got into details. We just simply connected like you did, on a very basic level. I think we saw each other more clearly than people who've known each other for years, with no baggage to get in the way. But it was more than that. I was hurting, and he was like balm in my wounds. He made me feel so good about myself and wanted something I needed very badly. I think I did the same for him. The whole experience was just like you said. It was like a fantasy. He was like a fantasy. In fact, sometimes I wonder if he was even real.
Already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's this?
Mom didn't realize that I couldn't bring any personal belongings. She was just trying to make me feel better.
An understandable mistake.
Yeah.
He used to pack for Will every summer before he would go to camp. And then his dad and I would go down to the bus and wave goodbye to him as he was leaving with all the other kids.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. It's time to go.
No.
Excuse me, can I help you folks?
No, thanks.
Excuse me, what's going on here?
Actually, we're staying in the building here, and I left my window open, and we had a tape that was on the ledge, and a gust of wind came in and blew it down, so we were hoping that we can find it. Have you noticed anything by any chance?
Not a thing, but good luck. Go ahead, check it.
Thanks.
Thank you. I don't know what good this is, Christian. Even if it did drop in the alley, it's probably busted into a million pieces.
Maybe we could salvage something, Jess. Worth a try.
Well, it has to be here somewhere, right? I wonder if it's in this dumpster.
Oh, we've come this far. Can I join him?
I don't think so.
I guess it's time for you to go to the train station.
I have a few more minutes. Am I right in believing that the wall that came up between us is starting to come down a little?
A little? But the reason it went up in the first place, I think it's still there.
I guess I have some things to figure out and to settle. And I will soon. I will. But in the meantime, please know that I love you, Sam.
I know that. And I love you. I always have. I always will. There's not too many things in life I'm sure about, Nora, but that's one of them.
Guard. I'm ready to go.
Nora?
Yeah.
Let's talk when you get back.
Have you ever thought about looking for this fantasy man just to make sure that he is real?
I can't.
Why not? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have to answer that.
No, let's just say reality reared its ugly head.
Is your reality that ugly?
Ugly, I don't know, but complicated, definitely. Anyway, I have to get my life straightened out before I run off on some fantasy safari. Besides, who knows?
But if he's really as wonderful as he seems to be.
Sometimes fantasies are better left unexplored. Anyway, even if I went out and found him, there's just way too much in our way right now.
Now, I got printouts. Ooh, I got printouts. Details every connection you've ever had to Asa Buchanan.
Let me spare you the trouble. Asa and I go back a long way. When he first came to Landview, he joined a country club where I happen to be a member. We've served on the boards of several charities. We've even socialized occasionally. I believe my wife is a member of a women's garden club that boasts Renee Buchanan as a member. Now, let's see. Have I left anything out?
Well, yeah, there's one other thing. The sizable financial contributions that Ace has made to every one of your campaigns since you had your eye on the bench. No other contributor even comes close.
None of which is illegal.
Fair enough. I'm just wondering if the good folks of Landview are aware of the sums involved. Well, moving on. You've made several investments in local businesses through the years, right? To make those investments, you've had to obtain various loans from many different lending institutions, all of which, miraculously, are connected in one way or another to, yeah, you guessed it, Asa Buchanan.
Everything in this town is connected one way or another to Asa Buchanan.
Well, I'll give you that. The last thing I have, I think it's here. This is every decision that you've handed down from your bench in the last 20 years. And you know what's astounding about that? Is that you'd be amazed how many of them affect, directly or indirectly, Asa Buchanan's holdings positively.
Coincidence. And you can't prove otherwise.
Well, maybe not. But a man in your position, just the suggestion of impropriety, that does as much damage as the real thing.
Young man, I can have you arrested for blackmail.
Okay, now, if you haven't done anything illegal, then how could I possibly be blackmailing you?
Yeah, we just want to give you the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Right.
Spare you any possible embarrassment.
Exactly, and a good reporter, boy, you have material like this, you'd make a guy's life a living hell, wouldn't you?
Yes. Oh, and by the way, Kevin here, real good reporter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what's it gonna be? You want your face all over the front page of my newspaper every single day? Because I'll do that to you. Or you have another option. You can give Sam Rappaport a get-out-of-jail-free card. And then you and I will discuss the validity of his son Will's incarceration at a later date. Not too much later. What's it gonna be? Compassion's on the table. We got a father who wants to spend a few moments with his son before he goes off to prison. The clock is ticking. Time's running out, Judge, and so is my patience.
Asa Buchanan.
May you fry in the murkiest recesses of hell.
Well, all aboard. Midnight train to Statesville.
I think I got something. It's a recorder.
Yes! Okay, what about the tape?
Still looking. Aha!
Jackpot. Ah, you're amazing! Oh, but it's almost 12 o'clock. I wonder if it's too late.
I don't know. Let's go. Come on.
Come on.
Those chains really necessary.
I'm sorry, it's regulations.
God, Bo, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take this.
All aboard for Harrisburg, with stops in Center City, Cherryvale, Pine Valley, and Statesville.